Elia greets beloved father YAHVAH personally, and Elia as well greets YAHOSHUAH personally on this emission. Yeah, the line is not cutting, but it's really me who pause a bit. First of all, I mentioned as well the goodness for the children of God who deserve that. For those who are convinced, for those who are racing well, for those who have entered in this holy kingdom. YAHOSHUAH bless you all for all of these things. Yeah, it's a moment that we are going to be together for today. Yeah, talking about the global situation, what happens around the world. But what happens on this earth that we are going to talk about the global situation? There is a word to be accomplished here, and it's that word to be accomplished that I am teaching you now. And for those who already know, it's an emphasized, but for those who don't know, so know how to listen to it. It's the fact that Russia and Iranian who are together that we are going to talk about first. Because Russia has made a declaration. Who is the Putin, the president, Russian president? He says that he is really with Iran, with this problem, which make Israeli and Iranian fight against each other. For you who don't know the story, they are fighting against each other, and Iranian are waiting for the revenge from Israel, because it's Iranian who strike Israel with missiles and bomb. Why they did so? Because Israelian killed the chief in Lebanon, and this group are called Hezbollah. So they are the group who are against Israelian who dwelled in Lebanon, and they have killed this Hezbollah's chief, Nassan Nasrallah. I think that is his name, some Nassan Nasrallah. So that is the one that they killed, and Iranian is so frustrated, upset with that, and they fired bomb against Israel. Because it's the HQ Mossad that they have aimed at that time, and it's the landing strip, as well. According to what happened was they have destroyed more than 20 airplanes, F-35 and F-16 that. Yeah, I don't remember, but that is the last news that I have listened. And American and Israeli were angry with that, and they attacked Iranian. So that is the situation in general. So that is what happens lately. That means Israelis are with American clearly. Why? We're going to take a look at that. What is the reason? Why American protect Israeli, and why Israeli get along with American well? That is the words of my dad. That is the words of Elias' dad. That name speaks. That name makes sense. That name got a meaning. But what is the words of Elias' dad? Can you hear me? So here is the words of Eliah's dad. Yeah, our talk will be a little bit longer, but I'm going to start you from here, and you're going to understand and know everything, because sometimes I will talk about what happens around the world, apart from encouragement to the children of God, and also to call people to enter in YAHOSHUAH. And I teach as well what I have taught you from which I taught you a long time ago. We really know that beloved Father YAHVAH, he's a God of Abraham. For those who follow the teaching, they really know that. His name is YAHVAH. It's in the book of Sefer Torah of Jews. And he sent Eliah, the one who is arrived to you now. It's YAHVAH. And he also sent YAHOSHUAH, his beloved son, the one that he gave birth through the way he speaks. He gave words. I have taught you in the last teaching, number 4. And when the Elohe of Israel get along with Israelian, he is the Elohe of Israel at that time, and he gave commands and laws for them, and he was like, observe the 10 commandments and the law of Moshe. That is the commands which are made for them, for Israelian, not for Malagasy, nor French, nor English, nor Comorian, nor African, nor Chinese, nor Japanese, but only made for children of Israel. And it's also a long teaching, and we're not going to get back to that. But unfortunately, Jews broke it, and they made abomination against it, and they despised it. And Father YAHVAH get angry against them, and Father YAHVAH destroyed the 10 commandments and the law of Moshe through the way he destroyed, through the fact that he destroyed the sacrifications. So he destroyed the sacrification, the priesthood, and we can see that on the book of Isaiah chapter 64. Yeah, you can read that together. Isaiah chapter 64. I think it's in 64. Yeah, we're gonna see. Okay. I think it's in Isaiah chapter 66, verse 3. It's in Isaiah 66, verse 3. So here, beloved Father YAHVAH said, I'm going to destroy the sacrifices. I'm going to destroy all of your sacrifices. That means that the 10 commandments are destroyed. It's obvious, because when there is no more sacrifices, all children of Israel becomes sinners, and that God doesn't get along with sinners. It's logical that Israeli people get separated away from them, because the sacrifices are destroyed. But whoever sacrifices a bull is like one who kills a person, and whoever offers a lamb is like one who breaks a dog's neck. Whoever makes a grain offering is like one who presents pig's blood, and whoever burns memorial incense is like one who worships an idol. They have chosen their own ways, and they delight in their abominations. So I also will choose harsh treatment for them, and will bring on them what they dread. For when I called, no one answered. When I spoke, no one listened. They did evil in my sight, and chose what displeases me. So it's about Israelian. Beloved Father YAHVAH was really desperate, and he was like, I called you, but you didn't care. So that is the proof that the 10 commandments are destroyed, because there is no more sacrifices, and it's from then that children of Israel becomes sinners, and they cannot call that name of God anymore. And it's the result of that, when they become sinners, because there is no more forgiveness for sins, they become sinners. And the words of Father YAHVAH in Isaiah 69, 1-2 were accomplished. We're going to read that. Surely the hands of Father YAHVAH is not short to save, nor his ear too dull to hear. But your iniquities have separated you from your God. Your sins have hidden his face from you, so he never listens. So that word is so obvious, that God, Father YAHVAH never listens. And when Father YAHVAH destroyed all the sacrifices that Israeli people did, which is a forgiveness of sin for them, so the children of Israel become sinners, and that God never listened to them, and they haven't known the God of Abraham anymore. And it's from then that all fake names are invented. Allah for Muslims, Jehovah for Catholic, YAHVAH for the others who I don't know, Yahoo for the others, Yahweh for the others. Everybody creates and invent what they want. They say whatever they want, whoever. They are all fake. But that is the result of the anger of Father YAHVAH. There is a barrier which get them separated, and Father YAHVAH, and they haven't known Father YAHVAH anymore. And again, it's after then that all the fake names were invented. Jehovah, Yahweh, Allah for Muslims. Yeah, Muslims. It was in they were in 600 years after the year 0 that they existed. But for Catholic, I think it's in 100. BCE. Yeah, it's approximative date, and it was really destroyed. That's why the Son of God taught the name. So the name must be taught, because no one knows that name anymore among Israelian. That's why the last prophet said, I taught them your name, because no one knows that name anymore. Let's see that passage. I think it's in John. In John chapter 17. I think it's in verse 17. Yeah. John 17:26. That YAHOSHUAH had to teach the name of that YAHVAH to the disciples, because no one knows it anymore. I have made your name known to them, and will continue to make it known, in order that the love you have for me may be in them, and that I myself may be in them. Yeah, I have made your name known to them. That means that no one knows it anymore, so it must be taught. According to the last prophet, his name is YAHOSHUAH. That thing says to us that the words has been accomplished, and there is nothing that you can criticize against the teaching, against the words, because the words of the Holy Scripture of Jews is really well set up. According to the words of the God of Abraham. So what happens then? When the Israeli people broke the law of the Father YAHVAH, which are made for them, they broke it and went against it, and Father YAHVAH were angry, and he destroyed the sacrifices. And that is what YAHOSHUAH destroyed on the cross. So it's the destruction that YAHOSHUAH did on the cross is the proof that the 10 Commandments are destroyed. It is the real confirmation that 10 Commandments and the law of Moshe are destroyed. It's said by Apostle in Ephesians chapter 2 verse 15 that 10 Commandments are destroyed. In Hebrew, it's really straightforward like that. 10 Commandments are destroyed. It is to prove to you that, and also a response for those people who ask who has destroyed the 10 Commandments. Did the Son destroy it? It's something that the Father gave, and how does it come that the Son destroys it? The answer is, it's really the Father himself who destroyed it. In Isaiah, that the sacrifice is destroyed. And when the sacrifices are destroyed, Israelians become sinners. So it's a foolishness for those who still dwell in that. Yeah, for those who want to die, observe 10 Commandments. Because it's really beloved Father YAHVAH who destroyed that first. And YAHOSHUAH confirmed that in Ephesians chapter 2 verse 15, that he destroyed that 10 Commandments and the law of Moshe on the cross. So that is in a parenthesis, but that is not our main topic, but I just gave it to you to let all people know. Come to YAHOSHUAH, especially you who have been ordered to observe the 10 Commandments. Sorry. For you who were ordered to observe the Ten Commandments, come to YAHOSHUAH, because you were deceived. You were imprisoned. Yeah, there is a something noisy from your telephone, but check it out. So I'm continuing my word. Once when the children of Israel broke the Ten Commandments and the law of Moshe, Father YAHVAH were angry, and he applied the word saying, I'm going to scatter you, I'm going to kick you out. So let's see that passage according to the book of Leviticus chapter 26, saying that children of Israel were kicked out. In the verse, I think it's in the verse 31. Leviticus chapter 26. Where is it? Yeah, from the verse 30. From the verse 30, 31, 32, 33. Yeah, that's it. 30 to 33. I will destroy your high places. So it's Leviticus chapter 26, verse 30. Cut down your incense altars and pile your dead bodies on the lifeless forms of your idols, and I will abhor you. I will turn your cities into ruins and lay waste your sanctuaries, and I will take no delight in the pleasing aroma of your offerings. I myself will lay waste the land so that your enemies who live there will be appalled. I will scatter you among the Gentiles, and I will draw out of my sword and pursue you. Your land will be laid waste, and your cities will lie in ruins. I will scatter you among the Gentiles. Yeah, when the children of Israel were broke the law of Father YAHVAH, they were already warned by the prophet. Yeah, that's why they killed the prophet. They hate to be advised and warned. That's why they kill those who advised them or warned them. They used to kill gods. They're used to kill the prophet sent by Father YAHVAH. That's why disaster strikes in them. That is the thing that I am really explaining to you now. But what happens? This is what happens. Father YAHVAH scattered them from Israel, from the Assyrian era. Yeah, Assyrian has hit them. Babylon has struck them through Nebuchadnezzar the king. Median and Persian also. Median is Iraqian, and Persian is Iranian at the moment. And after that, a Greek entering stage, Romans as well. So it's all of these people who struck them. So these are the different beasts who have hit Israelian. And the last of the last bit that will strike them. Yeah, it's already a teaching that we have given to you, but I just repeat it. Hitler has entering stage as well, and he has killed 6 million Jews. That is the beast, the seventh beast, which destroys Jews. And the last one is Russia. Russia will strike Israel. That is the last beast according to the book of Revelation, according to the teaching of Elia, ambassador of YAHOSHUAH in 2003. The people didn't believe. From 2000 and 2002 there was already explanation, but it's in 2003 that the teaching has broadcasted about that. But before that was the destruction of the Ten Commandments. So that what happens in that teaching about Ten Commandments. The destruction of the Ten Commandments was already in 1995. That's why the ambassador of Yahushua fought against all churches and all people gave insult. However, at the moment we were surprised because it's like these people who were the honor of that teaching. However, it's this man on the picture who received insult and were persecuted. It's that one who were persecuted at the time. It's me who is speaking. So the destruction of Israel were applied them, and they were scattered. They were scattered away from their land. But after a prophet, an Israeli prophet, declared that you must gather them back to their land. Okay, let's read that in Ezekiel. I want to bring you to Ezekiel. Yeah, let's visit Ezekiel here. Ezekiel chapter 37, I think. Okay. Ezekiel chapter 37. Yeah, let's read it. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 21, 21, 22. Yeah, we're gonna read them. Yeah, that's it. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 21. And say to them, this is what the sovereign YAHVAH says, I will take the Israelites out. So that is a saying that I'm going to make you as slaves, and they were scattered in the Assyrian, Babylonian, Median, and Persian. So they were scattered all over the world because lots of people attacked them and they were destroyed. And that is it. I will take the Israelites out of the nations where they have gone. I will gather them from all around and bring them back into their own land. So this is the saying that the Israelians will be gathered back to their land. I will make them one nation in the land, on the mountain of Israel. There will be one king over all of them, and they will never again be two nations or be divided into two kingdoms. That's it. Yes, indeed, when the Israeli people get back to their land, because before they were divided into two. One is Judah and one is Israel. That is the story of Israel. If you don't know that, the one part is Israel and the one part is Judah. Israel was in north and Judah was in the south. I think that is not really important, but they were divided and they always fight against one another. However, Father YAHVAH said, when they are gathered back to their land after they were slaves, and I'm going to get back them there to their land, they won't be divided into two anymore. And look at Israel at the moment. They are one land, one nation, and they got one president. But the one who really lead there is because of the control of NATO. It was made led by a prime minister. It's the Benjamin Netanyahu. And this man is provoking everyone. He is so naughty. Yeah, that's true. And there are lots of people who think and who say that Jews are a country that God loves. No. It's a country who killed his son. How can he love them? It's a country who despised him, and how can he love them? They have despised him and have squeezed his glory with fake God, and how can he love him? Think about that. If he loved them, why did he scatter them out of their land? If he loved them, why did he make them as slaves? They were captives, and they were scattered all over the world. But that is anger.
So the question is why they are got back to their land. It's because of the covenant that he made with Abraham. Abraham didn't betray him, and that's why he said it's your descendants who's going to dwell on this land. But the land was just taken by Arabs. Who was the chief of Arabs at that time? The leader of the Muslims religion at that time. And Muslims religion attacked Israel, and they have attacked Israel, and they cut the land in plus 600. Israelis were already get out of their land, and it's only the rest who dwell there, and that's why they have got it, and they have built Omar Mosque in the yard of Jerusalem temple in Israel, because when Muslims get there, they have attacked as well the Israel, and they built a mosque in the great yard of the Jerusalem temple. But that is dangerous. It's the God of Abraham that you're going to put next to the God of Muslims, but that is dangerous. We're gonna see what happened next. But that thing, it is to provoke YAHVAH. It is to call for fight. That's why the Master of YAHOSHUAH, Elia, teaches who is the God of Israel, or the God of Abraham called. It is a teaching that I have given to you. And the true God of Abraham is YAHVAH. And it's not okay for him at all that they have built that Omar Mosque, even though the temple is just a wall. No, it's not okay for him. That's why the Jerusalem temple must be built. However, that time will be dangerous. The building, how to say that? Yeah, the building of the temple of Jerusalem, which must occurs. It will be dangerous because it's the Omar Mosque, which is already there, the mosque of Muslims. That is really dangerous. That is the proof that it's so dangerous what happens to Israel, because it's really in the place of temple, in the yard of temple, that the Muslims built the mosque. It is really belittling and despising the God. But that's why I say the God of Abraham, he is angry. He is really angry at people of Israel, and he has scattered them. And when they are scattered, they are back. And it's the fact that they are back that we are going to talk about. When the children of Israel get back to their land, as the word says that, the one who gathered them back have received command. You have to protect them as lambs. And we're going to read that. But that is a problem, because the Arabs have got that land in 600. They have got Israel. That is the problem of Palestine in Gaza Strip and Cisjordania, because Jordanian are also land of Israel. And the limitation of the land of Israel is in the book of Genesis, chapter 15. That is the delimitation of the land of Israel, because his land is so vast. But because of the anger of Father YAHVAH, they have been scattered around the world. However, Father YAHVAH keeps his word, so they must get back to their land, these descendants of Abraham, because he said that your descendants will dwell on this land. However, Arabs have get their land, but Father YAHVAH has to keep his words, and it's a word of Father YAHVAH that must be accomplished. But that is the problem in Arabs. But who is the God who has declared that words and someone has been able to oppose? Who has done that words and someone has been able to oppose him? And who is the God who able to speak like that and someone has gone against that? There is no one on this earth. Some says that it's Maya tribes. What words from Maya's tribes were accomplished here on this earth? But I'm telling you, their words is the words of Anunnaki. And it's their betrayed angel, and people believe in them. They're extraterrestrial. They're lined up with devils and Satan. With their God is lined up with the devils and Satans. And as a proof, in 2012, they have prophecies that it's the end of the world. They have said that it's the end of the world, but the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH only who said that won't happen. However, on this earth planet, there are lots of people who say that. But it's the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH, Elia, who said that that won't happen, that won't exist, and it didn't happen. However, all people expected that. And what surprises me is these humans believe in sinners. You were listening to prophet who sins, but the prophet who never sinned, you don't listen and you don't believe in. I am surprised. You're listening to people who are sinners. However, sinners are from devils. That means that you're listening to the words of devils. It is always up to you. Okay, let's read the words of Jeremiah the prophet. Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 10. Jeremiah 31 verse 10. Get the Israeli people back. Jeremiah chapter 31. 31 verse 10. Hear the words of YAHVAH, you Gentiles. So that is it. You all Gentiles, you have to listen to the words of Father YAHVAH. Who can go against it? But that is the power of our dad YAHVAH, the dad of Elia. Proclaim it in distant coastlands. So it's to the coastland, far coastlands. Make sure that they hear it. And he who scattered Israel will gather them and will watch over his flock like a shepherd. That's it. So you who have scattered Israel, you have to get them back to their land. So American were controlled and they were ordered. Because it's American who get wise Israeli. It's in America, in Russia, they all get that. These Western countries, even English get, French also get, and they are among the brain who think and build their weapon. Because these Israeli people get wise people. That is true. And when the command and order get down, get them back to their land. It's really American who is the first position to get them back in 1822. American get Israeli people back to their land through ships and airplanes. It's NATO, or the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. That is NATO. That means that it's these Americans who are the leaders of NATO, and they are the first position. American, English, French, and German. They were together lately, but there are also Spanish. There are a lot. And English. They are in the first position. German betrayed, and they have killed them lately. They hate Israeli, but only they're in the NATO group and they must just follow. But it's really the American who's like a mother of Israeli. They're controlled, they're ordered. And Bill Clinton, when he was president, he didn't know that. However, he protect Israeli. George Bush Jr. and Senior George Bush, his father, and George Bush Senior, he dared to attack Iraq in 2000 or 1990 or 1991. I don't remember. He was really able to attack Iraq. Yeah, at that time. I don't remember. I just give it to you, but it was approximately like that. He attacked there because he was really angry. He was really angry at Iraqi because Iraqi killed Israeli, because they were caught with these words. You have to protect them like a shepherd keep their lamb. So you must fight against those who try to hate Israel. What kind of God who has able to say that and his word is accomplished? And what kind of God can go against his word? No one can get out of that. American is powerful at the moment of speaking, and the others are shaken before him. But it's only Eliah who said he is not strong, but it's only Russia who is strong and powerful. And also in YouTube, I have received feedback. You don't know anything. You are dumb. And it's like that. Someone who teaches, you teach something which doesn't make sense. And you were teaching that American is defeated by Russia, but it's only me who say that American will never defeat Russia. But it's my God really who say that, and that is his message to me, that no one can fight against Russia. Who have gone against his word. Let's continue the words. And now the American who doesn't know, even Joe Biden, they are protecting Israel. Even Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, I don't know who will be the president, but they all say that they are going to protect Israel. That means that all people around the world are protected to protect Israel. But there's some who hate Israel. Yeah, we are going to get to that point. But here we can see the accomplishment of the word that Joe Biden and Emmanuel Macron are protecting Israel, and they become angry now because they are fed up with what Benjamin Netanyahu did, because he struck Lebanon, because there is their base in Lebanon, and Emmanuel Macron is angry. But the situation is complicated. However, the order has come down. You must protect them, and the American didn't want to protect, and Emmanuel Macron doesn't know what to do. All of their friends go there, and it's only him who's going to oppose. But it's complicated. That is the problem of international geopolitics. And Emmanuel Macron must follow American, because your leader is American in English, and you must follow them. And they also got the words, depression from Father YAHVAH, and no one cannot get away from that words of Father YAHVAH. But you don't know, all around the world, you don't know that there is a word which is ongoing on that thing. And those who are saying foolishly, those who follow Jesus and Jesus, that the world ends. This topic is something different. That is something really different. But it's really the teaching that I'm doing which describe that. Even you were saying that Pop is the beast. What does Pop has something to do with that? It is something that is out of subject that you are doing, and we're going to drop that because that is all fake. It's the words of devils, and it's a foolishness thing, and none of them are right. Let's continue the words. And when these people of Israel get back to their land through American and French and English, so what happened? It's Arabs who have dwelled in. Because imagine, it's already from 600 to 1822. 600 to 1822 that they have dwelled at. It has been 1,200 years that they have dwelled at. And how can you kick them out? However, they have built mosques, 2 mosques in the yard of Jerusalem, the Temple of Jerusalem. So how can you kick them out? Because when the Arabs will be kicked out, the mosque must be destroyed also, because Israelis must do so. So who can do this thing? Because this situation is not okay before the eyes of Father YAHVAH. However, the Israeli people get back to their land. So what is the problem? The first problem is Arabs will never accept that, because it's been 1,200 years that they have dwelled in, and that is the problem that we can see until now. It's a great war between Arabs and Israeli. The Arabs didn't want to accept who were supported by Iraqi, who were destroyed by George Bush. Saddam Hussein were killed. Yeah, he used to protect Arabs and Palestinians, and they were killed by American. And Israeli wants to get his land, but American just arranged, because they see that it's a great problem. Because you see, when the people of Israel get back to their land, Arabs get frustrated, because it was really an anarchy, and all Arabs were kicked out, and all Israelis were get back. So that is accomplishment of Father YAHVAH with his words in Abraham that it's in your descendants who will dwell there, and they must get back to their land by Father YAHVAH. And Israeli people get back to their land. And will you still say that YAHVAH is not the God? Who among you humans who is able to say again that YAHVAH is not a God? You don't know that story, right? And look at that words. It creates problems between Israel and Arabs, and what we're saying now, the problem. And the result of that is the rancor of Arabs, and the one who is powerful at that time is Iran, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. And yeah, truly, Arabs come from Saudi Arabia. So yeah, this group come out from that Saudi Arabia. So with that, all of that picture, that's why American attack Iraqi so that they don't attack Israeli. At the moment, though, Israeli is encouraged indirectly to fight against Iranian. So that is the situation right now, because it's a rancor. Israeli, they strike non-stop. The Israeli, they never cease to strike these Arabs. Among them are Lebanese. Yeah, Lebanese is among the Israeli land. Above also Syrian, it's in north, and yeah, Syria is among, and Abraham resided there. It is also among their land. There is land that belongs to him. Lebanon is among his land, but because Father YAHVAH punished them, and their land was not back to him, but they were back to their land. That's why they are brutal. Their land is already cut by Arabs, and they don't know what to do anymore. American also, they don't know what to do, because the Israeli people always fight for their land. That's why Arabs or Muslims say that we are descendants of Abraham, but they fight for being descendants of Abraham through Ismail. But Ismail is not Arabs, but he is an Egyptian, and he is a descendant of Egyptians in his part. But some fight for that, and it is really clear that Ismail is not Arabs. Even his father is Abraham, and his mother is Egyptians. And when Ismail get married after, his mother gave him an Egyptian's wife. So his descendants then Egyptians. His wife and his mother are Egyptians. So Ismail's descendants are Egyptians. Ismail is not Arabs, because some take that word, but Arabs, Muslims, they are different, and Ismail are really different. Yeah, maybe the religion may be the same, but they are not. They are different. So if you're looking at the book of Abraham in the Sefer Torah of Israel, the Sefer Torah really says that Ismail get married with Egyptian's wife. So his descendants are all Egyptians. That is obvious. So it's with that point that I say to you that the fact that Israel want to get his land creates a great problem, and it's a problem until now. And at the moment of speaking, Israeli are followed by NATO, American, English, and French. They protect Israel according to the order of God. Protect them, and now they protect them, and they also obey the order. However, there is a word behind. You have to get ready, Israeli, because Russia is coming to destroy you. These words of the prophet Jeremiah was in the year 600 BCE, but the word that we are saying also is 4 400 BC. So this situation happens in 400 BC. The words of the prophet came out saying that Russia is coming to destroy Israel. So that is the law that Father YAHVAH has given. It's because Russia is coming to destroy Israel. So who are with Russia? Who goes with Russia? Because Russia will really attack Israel. Those who are in the far north. Let's read that so that the teaching is not longer, because it's already night and you may be sleepy. Okay, Ezekiel. So Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 15. We are going to read that. We're going to read it from the verse 14 and to 15, 16 and 17. Yeah, that's it. And 18. Okay. Maybe this that is enough. Just 14, 15 and 16. Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 14 to 16. Therefore, son of man, prophesy and say to Gog. But who is Gog? Yeah, we're going to see that after. This is what the sovereign YAHVAH says. In that day when my people Israel are living in safety, will you not take notice of it? It's like there is a fake peace that is given to Israel. He will come from your place in the far north. You and army nations with you, many nations with you. All of them riding on horses, a great horde, a mighty army. They are coming from the place in the far north. In French, it's septentrion. So the septentrion country are from Russia. You can see that on the Windy. Look at Windy thing. You can see below that there is a country of septentrion. So Windy, it's a thing where you can look. You can take a look at the weather. Yeah. So you can also take a look at the maps and you can see in the Russia part that there is a country, septentrion. Yeah, it is written there. They are in the far north, septentrion. And you'll come from your place in the far north, you and many nations with you, all of them riding a horse, a great horde, a mighty army. You will advance against my people Israel like a cloud that covers the land. In days to come, Gog, I will bring you against my land, so that the nations may know me when I proved holy through you before their eyes. So in this end day, we are already in the end day and we are about to finish now. And Russia is coming up, the Gog. We're going to see that he's going to destroy Israel. But who is that God? We're going to read in the verse first. The verse 1 and 2 and 3. The verse 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, today is a teaching because this teaching is so good so that you can think about it. And the words of YAHVAH came to me. Son of man, set your face against Gog of the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, prophesy against him. So here is the Gog from the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. It's a prince of Meshech, chief prince of Meshech, and Meshech is those who were near Moscow. They are descendants of the people in the far north. And we can say that they are Muscovite at the moment. We can say that, but they also got their own descendants, but they are gathered in the Russia land. That's why I said to you that Ukraine is Russia and the grandpa of Russia is Ukraine. That's why I always say that, and I've taught that these Ukrainians are just full to go to NATO's part. They are the grandpa of Russia, and grandpa they cannot win against their grandson, because Russia was in Ukrainian, but after they were splitted. Yeah, that's why it is. There is that the Kiev of Russia. Yeah, Kiev is capital of Ukraine, and Kiev is really Russia, and that is the origin of Russia. But Russia get away, and they get to the Moscow part. But Kiev is really Russia, and they must be united. Ukrainian and Russia must be united, because he is the real Russia, and they're going to this Russia is going to attack Israel. So it's obvious that Ukraine and Russia must be united, whether they like it or not. It's a foolishness of the American who split them or who get them separated, but that situation is not okay at all. Just look, if you know the story and geography, you know what I'm talking about. Just follow the story of Russia, because Russia were originated from Ukraine. Look at these Ukraine. They were just deceived by American and practicing democracy, but that is not a wisdom. It's a foolishness. This war between Russia and Ukraine, grandpa fought against grandson, and grandson fought against grandpa, but that is not okay at all. But American, they just make people fight just because of the politics, that they love money and wealth. But I warn you, American, you are gonna be destroyed. You American, you are gonna be destroyed. You are gonna be weak and you cannot move anymore. But listen to the words, because that is the words of Elia, the words of that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. And say, this is what Sovereign YAHVAH says, verse 3. I am against you, Gog, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. I will turn you around, put hooks in your jaws, and bring you out with your whole army, your horses, your horsemen fully armed, and a great horde with large and small shield, all of them brandishing their swords. That's it. I'm going to get you out of there. But why Russia doesn't want to come out? He doesn't want to come out because when he come out, his end occurs. There is no one who can defeat Russia. It's a full country and mindless ones who fought against them. I'm telling you the truth. Follow the words of Elia. We're going to see that together. This teaching has come out in 2003, and the disc of that teaching is already in someone's possession, and that teaching also is in copy books of some people. And it was in 2003 that I gave that teaching, and in 2003 Russia has just been destroyed, because Russia was destroyed. USSR were destroyed in 1991. Yeah, it's approximative, and they were destroyed. And there were the Russian president Boris Yeltsin, and they lead the Russia state, and he was substituted by Dmitry Medvedev, and after Vladimir Putin. They were the president who substitute there. And in the period of Mikhail Gorbachev, he destroyed Russia. Yeah. And there was the President Borucheng, and after, I think he was substituted with Medvedev, and after Putin. And that's what happens in Russia. And this country, he doesn't want to come, because he has just been destroyed with what happens to him, and he pretend to be dead. But the power is in them. The chief of the extraterrestrial on this earth dwells in Russia, and his name is Xenon, and that's why you get a Xenon lamp in your car. That is true if you know the President Putin. But that happens there. What I'm telling you, even he may be surprised. How can this one knows the story? But look at the name Elia. There is nothing that you can hide from Elia. Even when we are looking for something in your house, we can see that. And you may say through in what mean? Just be satisfied with that. Don't look for something that you cannot bear. But they don't want to come out, and they don't want to come out to fight, because when they come out, all of the people who come across their way will be destroyed, and their end also will occur. It's like you humans. You say, if I die, let my family die. And also, you prefer to die tomorrow rather than today. That is the same picture, and that's why they're hooked within their shows. But what is the problem? They're going to hooked in their jaw to come out to attack Israel. But what happens at the moment is Israel want to fight against Iranian. But what is the words of beloved Father YAHVAH? This is the words of my beloved YAHVAH, the God that I worship and I celebrate. Glory be to Him forever. Who is with that? Russia. Verse 5. The ones with you will be Persia. So Persia is with Russia. Persia is Iran at the moment. It's Iran as proof. If today you have followed news, you have listened to news. I'm sorry because I've burped. If you have listened to the news, you have listened to the declaration that the Russian President Putin has declared that if someone touches Iranian, we're going to support and help Iran, like American helped Israel, and we're going to help as well Iranian. That means that these worlds are split into two superpower. They got atomic weapons, and 90% of atomic weapons are in these two ones, America and Russia. They are threatening one another through Israeli for American and through Iranian for Russia. But what is happening right now? The words has been burst up on this world, on your world. But I am telling you, it creates mess up. But there is nothing to do with Pop is the beast, the situation. But the words of the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH Elia, which is now occurring. It is already in 2003 that has happened. That has happened, but I'm just re-explaining to you. The one with you will be Persia. It's in 2003 that I have explained that it's Iran. However, at that time, there was no sign that Russia and Iran will come together, will be together, because Russia have just been destroyed, and they got no power at that time. They were just small and weak, and there is no sign that they're gonna be with Iranian. But it's at that time, really, that Iranian got an order in 2005. They have got an order, build their weapon, and Iranian built his atomic bomb. And until now, American is not able to destroy that, because that is the order of Elia from Father YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH, saying, go and build their weapon. And Iranian, at the moment, they really got atomic, they really have built bomb. Yeah, Iranian have made. And I am telling for American, English, and French that it's a nuclear bomb that they have built. It's really a nuclear bomb supported by Putin president. And you may say, how do you know that? But that is the truth. It's really Putin who built that in them. And that's why Putin is so strict. Touch them and we're going to fight against each other, because it's their bomb that you're going to touch. It's the Russian technology that they use to build the Iranian bomb. That's why Iranian send this John Sergeant Fatah, because it's something in exchange of the fact that Russia help Iranian, and Iranian help Russia. So that is the thing. So it's a real situation that we can see it with our one eye. Yeah, yesterday and today, Putin declared that we are going to support Iranian, and if someone touched him, we're going to come. However, it's really the Holy Scripture who say that Iranian and Russia are going to work together, and they are together. So with that, Israelian Be wise, because you're gonna be destroyed earlier, because American cannot protect you. Why? Because he cannot go against the words of Father YAHVAH. Because he is controlled by the words of Father YAHVAH, protect them. So if Father YAHVAH said these ones will be gathered to destroy Israel, that means that Israelian must shut up. It's time now for you, Israelian, to shut up. That is the order of Elia from Father YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. I have to emphasize, that is the order of Elia from Father YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. The question now, what happens? The one with you will be Persian, Iranian, Ethiopian, and look at Ethiopian. They're with China, the Chinese and Russia. Whoever, they're getting along well. Some says that China is more powerful than Russia. That is despising them. The nuclear power is in Russia, and how can China be more powerful than Russia? But they are working with Russia according to Revelation chapter 13. Technician, the internet is a cat. The RTV Malagas is cat. Check it out. Those who were with this Russia are Ethiopian. Ethiopian at the time were really weak. They are skinny in 2003. However, they are said, you're gonna be strong, you African. And now we can see that together. And also Lebanon. I don't remember if it was in March that they support these Palestinian Arabs. If it was today, I think, that they are doing march, and they don't accept the fact that Palestinians were killed, the Lebanese are killed. You see that the accomplishment of the words of God is ongoing now, all with shields and helmets, also Commerce with all his troops. That means that North and also Eastern will going to be gathered. And get ready, be prepared, you, all the hordes gathered about you, and take command of them. That is logical, that is obvious. Russia will lead. Look at these BRICS, look at African. They are gathered with Putin. Africans are getting along with Russia. Look at African countries. There are more than 30 that they go to Russia. They get along with Russia. And we got two representatives. The two are Libya and Ethiopia. They are representatives. And we can see that the South Africa are already there. That is the BRICS. The India, they are already in. The Eastern. China is already in. South Africa, Brazil, those who don't appreciate what Americans do, they have get away from them, and it's Russia who becomes their command. So the herds of the people joined Russia, because it is said that you take command of them. So that means that the United Nations will move to Russia, because that is it. You take command of it. You have to take command of them. And it begins with BRICS, and at the end he's gonna be the leader. As proof, he has threatened, if you touch Iranian, you were fighting against us. That is the meaning. That's why this situation is so worse. And the bad thing is, Putin has sent the bomb there, protecting the S-400, the anti-missiles of S-400, the SU, the fighter aircraft. They have sent Sukhoi. I think it's a Sukhoi 35 that they have sent there. But the situation is getting worse. It's an accomplishment of the words of God that we are saying with our eyes. Who have expected that Russia and Iranian was gathered is going to be together. You don't know that. You didn't know that. But it was in 2003 that the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH Elia said that. Here is the Holy Scripture, and also the word has gone on.
Look at African. They have joined Russia. They have moved to Russia. Look at the countries who are countries. They joined Russia. However, it's the beast. Here is the beast. It's Russia, the beast. The beast is Russia. The beast is Russia. It's dangerous, which will happen. That's why I said to you that the gate of your death, you humans, is upon you. And at the same time, yeah, we don't block, we don't stop the bomb which will explode. Yeah, we are still preaching, and that's why the bomb is coming down, but it is already ongoing. It is at the edge of exploding. But just stop a bit, because Elia is still looking for means to save people. That's what I'm thinking about now. What about these people, these humans who don't want to listen? They're naughty, they don't care. That's why I said let the nuclear bomb explode, and everyone will be conscious that this word is a truth. After many days, you're going to be looked for. And when the day, at the end, they're going to, he's going to be looked for. And we arrived to look for you, Gog. Eli is the chief of that, to get you out from there. In what means? You're going to see it. It's you who didn't listen to me. It's you who didn't listen to what I have said. But you don't know the story of Elia. Look at the accomplishment of the word. Whose God has accomplished that, and whose God can go against that words, make the one that you call God going against these words. Let them rise and go against this word. But that is the words of the God of Elia, which is brought by Elia, because it's me who explain things in detail. So here we can see that at the end of the days, this will happen. I'm telling you that the end day is already entering, and now everything is messed up, because Israelis get back to Israel, and Russia enters in stage, who were weak in 2003, and they must rise up. It is said that you're going to lead the beast, and you are the eighth beast in the Revelations Bible, and now it stands up. And Elia said, we are going to end up, and Russia and Iranian and China will be together, because the Revelation chapter 16 really said that the China was going to prepare the way of the kings. Yeah, they're expert of that, and it's in Revelation chapter 16. Okay, Revelation chapter 16 and verse 16 as well, I think. Where is there? Okay. Where is that? Which verse? Yeah. Revelation 16 verse 12. Revelation 16:12. The sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east. So here is then, the Chinese will go to Armageddon, and also the kings from the east. It's the eastern countries. That's why India and China, they're together, and it's Russia who lead them. And where will they go on? In verse 16, then they gathered the kings together to the place that in Hebrew is called Armageddon. Armageddon is the Jehoshaphat. It's in Israel, Armageddon. So Armageddon is in Israel. R is Mount, Armageddon is the Armageddon then. So it's a vast area. It can fit 200 million. In Madagascar, when they have gathered in 13 May, people, there was 1 million. So add that, multiply that to 200, so it becomes 200 millions, because according to the Revelation chapter 8, they are 200 millions. So that is the creation who is going to fight against Yahushua at the end of the day, which will be led by Gog, the king of Russia. So now it is happening. It is ongoing. Who is the God who can accomplish that words? And it is accomplished that in our generation. But that revelation in the Revelations book, it is in the year 0 or year 90. And the revelation in the prophecy in Ezekiel, it is in 400 BCE, and now it is accomplished in 2024. 2,400 years it is accomplished. And will you still say that the God of Abraham is not true? And will you still say that Eliah is not true? You who say that Pop is the beast. And that's why I say don't say something bad, something foolish. You are all sinners, and you are criticizing one another. You are not ashamed to criticize the others. However, you are all sinners. It's you. I mean, you, between you. I'm telling you, think ahead. I'm telling you that the words is accomplished. Look at the relationship between China and Russia, and some say that Putin is crawling to China, but it's not Putin who is the beast. It's the one after him who will be the beast, but he is a forerunner of the beast. Even he wants to send the bomb. He really wants to send the bomb. Do you think that it's easy for him to say that Ukrainians are touching his land, hits his grandpa? If you hit them, yeah, they're destroyed. If you don't destroy them, they are striking. They don't know what to do with their grandpa, and that's why they're murmuring, why do you go to NATO? But that is the foolishness of Zelensky. That is his foolishness. That's what happens when you don't know the words of God. And yeah, when people don't know the words of God, if they know the words of God, they don't want to get to that worst thing. But they must go on. But that is the words of that YAHVAH, the dad of Eliah. His words cannot touch, but it must go on. Whether you like it or not, his words must go on. That is the word. That is the dad of Eliah. YAHVAH is his name. He is the God of Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac on earth. But in the heaven of heavens, He is our God. He is the God of YAHOSHUAH. He is the God of the heaven of heavens inhabitants, and the God of the all angels, billions of angels. That is so great. Glory be to beloved Father YAHVAH. And it's that word that is accomplished now. So what is the problem? So the words of God set a problem. I'm going to make Israelian as immovable stones, and those who try to lift him will be injured. Yeah. That means to lift them, or yeah, that means to give them burden. So it gets two sense. Zechariah 12, we're going to read that. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 1 to 3. Zechariah chapter 12, yeah, and this is, I'm going to add it. In the 8th month of the 2nd year of Darius, the word of YAHVAH came to the prophet Zechariah, son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo. YAHVAH was very angry with your ancestors. Therefore tell to the people, this is what YAHVAH Almighty says. Return to me, declares the YAHVAH Almighty, and I will return to you, says YAHVAH Almighty. Oh, it's Zechariah 12, not Zechariah 1. I'm sorry, people. I read Zechariah 1, but Zechariah 12, 1, 2, and 3. A prophecy, the words of YAHVAH concerning Israel. YAHVAH, who stretches out of the heavens, who lays the foundation of the earth, and who forms the human spirit within a person declared. So it's really YAHVAH who forms the human spirit. I am telling you who are listening, there is a spirit inside of you, and it's really Him who formed that and created it. It's like Israeli obeying His words, like American obeying His words, like Russia and Iranian obeying His word. And remember that you must also obey His word. And when He said that you got spirit, and you got spirit, and it's your spirit that Eliah is saving. So accept your spirit to be saved. Don't act foolishly anymore. I am telling you, don't act foolishly anymore with this foolishness by replaying against that. Just save your spirit. You don't know what I'm talking about. Even you are not living in the fact of never sin, but we are living in that. And will you still be arrogant? And you may say, Elia, why do you say that we are full? You are full because it's a salvation that is given to you and you reject that. Aren't you full? But if I gave you billions, money, you didn't reject that. But I said to you that money will get back to dust, but what I'm giving you is eternal life. Save your spirit, save your soul. I don't know what to say that anymore, but pick and choose. I am going to make Jerusalem a cup that sends all the surrounding people reeling. It's a cup that sends all the surrounding people reeling. That means a cup is it's a cup. And there is a dangerous thing in, and I'm going to make you suffer. The surrounding people. Reeling means it's like you were a chicken which was stricken, and you become dizzy. Yeah, Judah will be besieged as well as Jerusalem. Yeah, Jerusalem will be besieged. You Israelian, get ready. Get ready, Israelian. Get ready. I am warning you. The ambassador of YAHOSHUAH, Elia, warns you. Get ready. Israelian, get ready. Because time is arriving that you're going to be injured. It was in 2003 that it was taught to you. And people who have listened to that teaching in Madagascar have listened to that. All people around the world and all people around Madagascar, have listened to that, because the law waits for the island waits for his law, and the law was the law came out in Madagascar. On that day, when all the nations on the earth are gathered against her, I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock for all nations. Yeah, Jerusalem becomes an immovable rock, and all nations are not messed up because of Israel. They don't know what to do with Israel, because they are caught with the words, the land is yours, and they try to seize the land. However, they're sinners. They don't have anything. When they are sinners, it's people who are sinners who get back to their land, and they are fighting against the elders. But even though they are sinners, the words of God must ongo, like Nebuchadnezzar. He obeys the words of Father YAHVAH. However, Nebuchadnezzar is really a fetishist. But my father YAHVAH said that Nebuchadnezzar is his servant. However, he is a fetishist. But when he order anyone, they are servant. And as he is the creator, even devils obey. But that is the dad of Elia. If you don't know, when orders come out, you must obey that, and you cannot go against that. That's why I say to you, rise your God and send them to fight against these words, which is ongoing. Send, and we're gonna see. But this word has gone, and it won't stop anymore, and it will reach. It must reach to the finish line. It is there, and I'm going to, I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock for all nations. Yeah, American, French, Russia are in trouble with that. It's a problem around the world, even to China, to Chinese. So Israelian is a problem for all people around the world, because the war creates problems to the country, and they become poor. All things exploded, because it becomes a disaster, a problem throughout the world. And those who try to move it will injure themselves. I'm going to make them an immovable rock. And those who try to move it will injure themselves. But who gave a burden to Israelian? It's American. It's American who becomes who are cut with that problem. The words of God say, those who try to move them will get injured. Let's read that in a French version. Yes, on that day, I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock for all nations cannot lift up. Yeah, it is said that I'm going to make it an immovable rock, and all who try to move it will get injured. Those who try or look for means to take him up will be injured. Those who want to lift it will be injured. Those who want to get them up will get injured. The reason why they're gonna get injured is it's really Father YAHVAH himself who are angry at them. They have done bad things before Father YAHVAH, and those who try to lift or carry up them, they're gonna get injured. And it's really American who do that. American try to move them and to make them back to their land. It's American and they are injured. But this is the words of our beloved Father YAHVAH to you, American. I don't know who gonna be the president, but you're going to be injured. You must be injured because that is a word which is ongoing. And when you are injured, when you get injured, you cannot move. It's obvious that you cannot move anymore. American, English, French, Italian, and so on, because they all are in NATO. They are a based group, and you cannot move anymore. It's your end time. That's why all the nations of the earth are gathered against her. Ooh, it's so sad. All humans on this earth will run against you because what American did to you. Because the American lift you up and they look any means to try to move you, and you American, you're gonna be injured. And Israelian, this world will come to you to strike you. It's the foolishness of the American why these things happened. Oh, American, if you know these things, you have stopped. How many times I said to you, I have taught you, it's really the greatest and the last one is rising now, and the American will be destroyed and will be injured. But you have badmouthed me on YouTube, but we're gonna see what happened next. But I'm giving you the words. If you see that the word is accomplished, come back to the teaching. But you didn't respond. But we're going to see what will happen next. Look at the war between Russia and Ukraine. Aren't you already left without any action now, American? The words of Father YAHVAH, you cannot get out of that, and you're gonna be injured. You're gonna be injured. In 2007, that the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH, Elias, said to you that American will be injured, and now you're in that situation. You got no money anymore. That is your problem at the moment. You cannot send money to Ukraine anymore, but you were having meeting because of that. I am telling you that this word is not about hatred, but about love. But I am giving you consciousness. Come to beloved Father YAHVAH, because it's his word which is accomplished into you. Aren't you conscious? And I am telling those who are supposed to be intelligent, it's time now to come to Father YAHVAH. Stop now to think about politics and to despise gods, the true gods. You were with fake gods, and that's why you despise the true God. If you're with the true God, you cannot despise him. Look at how he made to Israelian. But I am telling you, it's time to come back. Come back to Father YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. Because that words is being accomplished. And the American must be destroyed, whether they like it or not. They must be destroyed. They must be demolished. They must be injured. Injured means you're gonna be injured. You're gonna be suffered. Yeah, your suffering will come to you, American. You have to get ready, because that will happen to you. You English, French, all NATO, you have lifted up Israel, and you are now hit. You are trapped. And you Israelian, this world, this entire world will strike you. It's really the entire world. But at that time, you're going to look for Father YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. It's at that time that you're going to look for them. You're going to look for the one that you have killed on the cross. It's his younger brother who is speaking to you now. Those who follow me never sin, but that is the goal of that God. So people never sin. You have seen that with your eyes, and you are not conscious yet. Some said, we don't sin anymore. Even we are praying 5 times a day. But why do you still repent when a day is coming? And why you still praying and asking for forgiveness and repenting? And what is these wives? More than 1, 10, 100 for the others. What is that? Has the God of Abraham said that get married with more than one? The God of Abraham said to the last prophet, saying, never sin anymore. That is his word. And someone who get married with lots of people or sinners. So where is your position with that? And don't say that we are not sinners, but you are the chief of a sinner. But as long as the name of once the name of YAHVAH changed, you become sinners. But that is one of my words. Wise people see the danger and they take shelter, but the fool keep going on and they face the consequences. YAHOSHUAH bless you all for that word, for the words that I've given you. Be conscious, because time is at the edge. Your destruction is at the edge. It is really at the edge. Things is worsen. Now Ukrainians are destroyed, and this Ukrainian must be destroyed, and they must get back to Russia. And you, Ukrainian, go to Russia. Get back to Russia. You are just killing humans. You are just making devils pleased. It's devil who is happy with the fact that you kill people. The presidents around the world are not, they didn't care, but they just make people fight. But what is the reason? It's their contract between devils. They cannot get to president unless they kill people. And the presidents don't care about that. When you want to get president, they must kill people and devils must drink blood. That's why they don't care about people who die. The American president didn't care, but they just say, he just said, stop now because there are lots of people who died. It's like a meat which is sold in the market when you say it. How can't you know that lots of people died and you just didn't care? That you just say, stop now because there are lots of people who died. Does that mean that devils are filled up? That is so sad. And the people around the world, the president around the world, I mean, they made people fight, and after they don't care, but they just say, it's stop now because there are lots of people who died. With that words, it's like they are order people to fight, and after they say, stop now because there are lots of people who die. I have heard that with my own ears. And the president around the world who made people fight, they are all the same. That's why I say, hey, presidents around the world, come to YAHOSHUAH. Don't accept anymore. You who still can come back. And I am calling you, stop now, because you were used by devil. Devil used you. I am telling you that you are their tool, devil's tool, to kill people. You dare to kill people because the money, and you have filled your pocket, and when people die and you just say stop now because there are lots of people who died. However, it's you who encourage them to fight. That is so sad. However, that is the truth. It's really the Creator who creates you who is so sad seeing what happens to you. However, distraction will happen to you if you don't listen. You must be destroyed whether you like it or not. But before the distraction which will occur to you, that's why I call you, come to YAHOSHUAH. Because that words, that distraction will come. Russia must go up. It's a beast. He's a beast. And this beast must goes up. And it must destroy you, Israel. Because the end is taking place. Wise people see the danger and take shelter, but the fool keep going on and face the consequences. That words will take place at the end of the day. And now we are seeing it. The end is entering completely. And I hope that you who are listening to me now will going to come back. Listen to Eliah's words. Because I say to you, you are going to die. This is the thing that you already see with your own eyes and you are not still conscious. But, yeah, that is my father. He sent Eliah. So no to listen. No to come back. Pray. Let's pray. Beloved Father YAHVAH, glory be to you forever. Bless that words and teachings that it is a salvation to all people, all humans. I am calling them through these words, even the presidents around the world, be conscious. Because all things on this earth becomes tools of devils. These mindless ones are just happy to eat people's blood, people's life. Because devils think that when there are lots of people who die and they eat life of these people, they can fight against you. These devils are so mindless. YAHOSHUAH. YAHOSHUAH, it's really humans who are not conscious. That's why I ask you, let all peoples, all humans conscious, beloved Father YAHVAH, to get back to you, so that they get back to the teaching that you have put on this channel. You have made that teaching on this YouTube channel, and you are like, this is the words which saves you. Beloved Father YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH, no sinners can get to you. It's you who is the owner of this heaven of heavens, and no sinners can get there, and no one can force that as well. When they die as well, these humans don't know where they will end up. It's now that they're naughty, but when their flesh get back to death, there is nothing that they got in their hands, but they're going to face you, beloved Father YAHVAH. That's why I say to you, beloved Father YAHVAH, save people if it is still possible, because humans are killed. These mindless ones are killing people, and humans as well, they are mindless and they are taking advantage. That's why Elia asks you, beloved Father YAHVAH, save people so that they are saved. Because they are naughty, they are stubborn, and they don't care about anything. They don't want to listen. They always choose their own way. But it's only you, beloved Father YAHVAH, who can get people's mind back. And you also, YAHOSHUAH, beloved YAHOSHUAH, get people's mind back to this truth. Because the end is already at the age. The end is already about to finish. Save people, beloved Father YAHVAH. Save people. That is the request of Elia to you. Save people. Give them a mind to get back to you. Give them thoughts to get back to you, beloved Father YAHVAH. And they will save their soul, because it's you who give them the Spirit, and who put their Spirit into them. You say that it's you who put that inside of them, and when they quit from them, they were gonna get back to you to be judged. And it's really at the point when the Spirit is judged, there is no spirit who sinned who will be saved, but they all will end up to hell. They will be thrown to hell, and they will end up to the fiery lake. That's why Elia asks you, help Elia to save people. Help Elia and give him wisdom so that he knows to look for the people to be brought back to you, beloved Father YAHVAH. Glory be to you forever, and show your glory in the words, and that words will never get back until it is applied in where you send it, so that people will repent and they will be saved, beloved Father YAHVAH. Thank you very much, because you are listening to my words, and you will again listen to me. You will listen to what I am telling, because it's all from you. It's in your name, YAHOSHUAH, that I make all of that prayer to my beloved Father YAHVAH. Hallelujah. Amen. So that is our meeting for today. I wish you, YAHOSHUAH will bless you for our next meeting on Friday. And for you who are already convinced, write your name for the baptism on this WhatsApp number. +261 32 86. The screen is so far away from me. 66398. So that is it. Yeah, the screen is so far away, and it's kind of tiny. Yeah, but I managed to see it. So that is it. You write your name for the on this WhatsApp number. I'm going to repeat it again. +261 32 86 66398. I'll repeat again for the last time. +261 32 86 66398. So for you who are listening on the radio, that's why I mentioned it. So that is it. YAHOSHUAH bless you all. For those who are convinced of the baptism, write your name for the baptism and go to the baptism, because there is no more solution for you. That's it. So YAHOSHUAH bless you all. And I also repeat my words. Technician, translate that words make well the translation and make it as teaching number 5. So put it in the teaching number 5, even though it is a little bit bad because it was on the phone. But the translation, make it well. Malagasy don't have problem with the language, but the foreigners, they got problem. But if it's you were Malagasy, it's so clear, even though it's telephone. So Yahushua bless you. But for foreigners, make the translation well so that foreigners can take the words. See you next time. Yahushua bless you.